Hello, and welcome to Sleepy Nourishment. I'm really glad you found your way here tonight. Maybe today was long, or maybe you're someone who likes to let the mind wander, following quiet thoughts and gentle rhythms instead of forcing yourself to fall asleep. Either way, this moment is just for you. You don't need to do anything at all. Simply rest. Let your breathing slow down. Let your shoulders soften and allow your body to feel a little lighter, as if gravity itself has decided to be kind tonight. Because this evening, we are not here to rush. We are here to drift. And as we move gently through this journey, whether you are awake or already halfway into sleep, you are still part of these natural rhythms. Everything continues, softly, slowly. May this be a calm space for you to rest, and I'll be here with you. Tonight, we're not going to talk about nutrition in a dry or technical way. Instead, we'll move slowly, counting gentle, separate scientific facts about one quiet gift from nature. The avocado. A fruit shaped by sunlight and patience. Rich, smooth, and naturally calming. There's nothing you need to focus on, nothing you need to remember. Each fact can simply settle, like something soft finding its place. So lie down. Let your jaw loosen. Let your shoulders melt. Now, let your mind drift toward warm land. Avocado, where softness is not weakness, but a carefully balanced structure of calm. From a botanical point of view, the avocado is not a vegetable at all. It is actually a very large berry, quietly holding a single oversized seed at its center. This detail often surprises people because avocados don't look sweet or juicy like other berries. Instead, they feel dense and creamy, almost calm by nature. Yet in the language of plants, they belong to the same family as blueberries and grapes. A berry that chose softness over sweetness and nourishment over sugar. Avocado trees originated in the south-central region of Mexico, where they have existed for nearly 10,000 years. Long before modern kitchens and grocery stores, these trees were already growing slowly under warm skies. They witnessed ancient footsteps, early farming, and quiet human routines. Avocados were never a sudden invention. They arrived gradually, shaped by time, climate, and patience. In many ways, the avocado carries the memory of ancient land, still ripening calmly in our present day. The ancient Aztecs called the avocado ahuacatl, a word inspired by its distinctive shape. Language back then was deeply physical, often connected to nature and the human body. Names weren't chosen lightly. They reflected observation, symbolism, and humor all at once. This playful honesty shows how closely people once lived with their food. Avocados were not abstract nutrition. They were familiar, tangible, and human. Even their name carried warmth, curiosity, and a sense of closeness. Archaeologists have discovered avocado seeds inside caves in Mexico's Tehuacan Valley, dated to nearly 10,000 years ago. These findings suggest that humans were collecting and eating avocados long before organized agriculture fully formed. Imagine hands carefully holding these fruits in quiet caves, far removed from modern noise. The avocado was already part of survival comfort and daily rhythm. Its presence in these ancient spaces feels gentle, like proof that nourishment has always traveled alongside rest. In ancient Mesoamerican civilizations, avocados were often considered a luxury food reserved for royalty and special rituals. Their rich texture and high energy made them valuable and symbolic. Offering an avocado was more than sharing food, it was offering abundance. In societies where food carried spiritual meaning, avocados represented prosperity, fertility, and care. They were eaten slowly, intentionally, not rushed. Even then, the avocado seemed to invite people to pause and receive nourishment with respect. When Spanish explorers encountered avocados in the 17th century, they described the fruit as tasting like butter or cream, even though it grew on trees. This comparison felt almost magical at the time. A plant that behaved like dairy challenged expectations. To Europeans, it was unfamiliar yet comforting. Soft, rich, and filling without being heavy. That early description still holds true today. The avocado continues to blur boundaries between plant and indulgence, simplicity and luxury. The English word avocado comes from a gradual transformation of the Spanish word aguacate, which itself came from the original Aztec term. Over time, pronunciation softened and shifted, much like the fruit itself. Language adapted as cultures met and mingled. The name slowly traveled across borders, oceans, and centuries. Each version carried echoes of the last. Even the word avocado feels rounded and gentle when spoken, as if shaped to match its meaning. The most popular avocado variety today, known as Hass, was discovered almost by accident in 1935. Rudolf Hass, a mail carrier in California, planted a seed in his backyard without knowing what it would become. The tree produced fruit unlike others at the time. Rich, creamy, and resilient. Instead of rejecting it, he listened to it. That single moment of curiosity quietly changed avocado history, proving that patience sometimes grows extraordinary things. Interestingly, the original Hass avocado tree came from a seed purchased from a complete stranger. There was no careful planning or scientific prediction involved. Just trust, chance, and time. That tree went on to influence orchards across the world. It reminds us that nourishment doesn't always come from control. Sometimes it comes from openness, from letting unknown seeds take root. The avocado story is not just agricultural, it's deeply human and quietly reassuring. Today, around 80% of avocados consumed worldwide belong to the Hass variety, recognizable by its dark, textured skin. This fruit, once a backyard experiment, has become a global staple, Yet despite its popularity, the avocado hasn't lost its gentle nature. It still ripens slowly. It still asks for patience. And it still offers softness in return. Across continents and cultures, the avocado continues its quiet role, nourishing millions without ever raising its voice. Before it was widely known as the avocado, this fruit was once called the alligator pear. The name came from its rough, bumpy skin, which reminded early observers of an alligator's back. It may not sound elegant, but it shows how people tried to understand new foods by comparing them to what felt familiar. Over time, as people tasted its soft interior, the rough name slowly faded away, leaving room for something gentler. In Aztec culture, the avocado was a symbol of love and fertility. Its shape, its richness, and its ability to nourish made it a powerful metaphor for life itself. Avocado trees were often planted near homes as quiet guardians of abundance. Food was never just fuel, it carried meaning. And the avocado in particular was seen as a reminder that softness and strength can exist together. Avocados are one of the few fruits that contain natural oils instead of sweet sugars. This makes them feel grounding rather than stimulating. While many fruits give quick energy, avocados offer something slower, more stable. Their fats release energy gently without sudden spikes. This is part of why avocados feel calming to the body. They don't rush you. They support you quietly and steadily. In the 19th century, sailors often called avocados the sailor's butter. At sea, fresh dairy was rare, but avocados could be spread onto hard biscuits, adding richness and comfort to simple meals. In long, quiet journeys across water, this fruit became a small source of warmth and satisfaction. Even then, avocados played the same role they do today, turning something plain into something nourishing. California became the largest producer of avocados in the United States, with cultivation beginning in 1871. The climate was gentle, the soil welcoming. Avocado trees took their time, adapting slowly, settling into the landscape. There was no urgency, no forcing. Over decades, the trees learned how to belong, and California learned how patience can turn into abundance. A mature avocado tree can produce up to 500 fruits in a single year. Each one grows quietly hidden among leaves, not all at once, not in a rush. This steady generosity reflects the tree's nature. It gives consistently without drama. Year after year, the tree repeats its cycle, a calm reminder that nourishment often comes from repetition and time. Avocado trees do not self-pollinate easily. They rely on bees and other insects to help complete the process. This quiet partnership is essential. Without it, fruit would not form, The avocado's existence is deeply connected to collaboration. It reminds us that nourishment is rarely solitary. It depends on balance, movement, and gentle cooperation between living things. Avocado flowers have a unique rhythm. They change their reproductive role between morning and afternoon. At one time of day, they function as female. Later, they shift to male. This timing increases the chance of successful pollination. Nature here is patient, clever, and unhurried. The avocado doesn't force outcomes. It simply changes with time and allows connection to happen naturally. The ancient Maya believed that avocados carried mystical power. They saw the fruit as a bridge between humans and nature's spirits. Eating an avocado was a way of honoring the land, of staying connected to cycles beyond control. Food was sacred, and the avocado, with its quiet richness, was treated with respect, almost like a message from the earth itself. Today, Mexico remains the world's largest avocado exporter. Thousands of years after its first cultivation, the fruit continues its journey outward. Yet its essence hasn't changed. It still grows slowly. It still requires patience. And it still offers softness in return. Across generations and borders, the avocado carries its ancient legacy, a quiet gift passed gently from the past into the present. When you hold a ripe avocado, your thumb feels a gentle give, not soft enough to collapse, not firm enough to resist. It's similar to pressing into a velvet pillow or the corner of a well-loved cushion. This subtle softness is often the first sign that the avocado is ready. Before taste, before smell, your body already understands through touch. The flesh of an avocado has a creamy, smooth texture that melts almost instantly on the tongue. There is no crunch, no sharpness, just a quiet release. This sensation sends a signal of comfort to the nervous system. Soft textures are often interpreted as safe and soothing. It's one reason avocado feels calming to eat. It doesn't demand attention. It gently dissolves and lets the body relax. The green color of avocado flesh fades gradually from the skin toward the pit. This creates a natural ombre, moving from deeper green to pale yellow. There are no harsh lines, no sudden changes, just a slow transition of color like light shifting at sunset. Even visually, the avocado teaches the eye how to soften focus and rest gently without effort. Avocados never ripen while still on the tree. They remain firm, patient, almost paused in time. Only after being picked do they begin to soften. The tree acts like a natural storage space holding fruit in quiet suspension. This unusual trait feels symbolic. Ripeness arrives only after release, only after letting go of the place that held it. If If you want an avocado to ripen faster, placing it next to a banana inside a brown paper bag often helps. The bag traps natural gases, creating a warmer environment. It's a simple, gentle method. No force, no heat, just proximity. Sometimes ripening is not about doing more. It's about being close to something already ready and allowing time to do the rest. Bananas release a natural gas called ethylene. This invisible signal tells nearby fruits that it's safe to soften. Avocados respond quietly, beginning their slow change. There's no sound, no visible movement, just chemistry at work, unseen and steady. It's a reminder that transformation often happens silently, not with drama, but with patience and gentle influence. When you slice an avocado in half, there is often a soft, clean sound as the knife passes through the flesh. A subtle separation, almost like a sigh. For many people, this moment feels soothing. It's a kind of natural ASMR. Quiet, tactile. The sound isn't loud enough to notice consciously, yet the body responds, settling just a little deeper into calm. The avocado pit sits perfectly at the center of the fruit. Round, smooth, balanced. It rests inside like a wooden gem surrounded by soft green flesh. There's something grounding about this symmetry. Even before eating, the structure feels complete. Center and surrounding. Stillness and softness. A reminder that nourishment often forms around a core, quietly holding everything together. When avocado flesh meets air, it slowly turns brown. This happens because of natural enzyme oxidation. It's not a sign of spoilage, just chemistry responding to exposure. The change is gradual, never sudden. Even in this reaction, the avocado remains gentle. Nothing rushes, nothing shocks. It simply shows how living foods continue to respond even after being cut open. A small amount of lemon or lime juice can slow this browning process. The citric acid gently interferes with oxidation, not by stopping it completely, but by easing it. This balance mirrors how many kitchen rituals work. We don't fight nature, we cooperate with it. A light touch, a quiet adjustment, and the avocado remains green just a little longer, soft, calm, and ready when you are. Avocado can replace butter in many baking recipes. When mashed and folded into batter, it adds moisture without heaviness. Cakes become soft. Muffins stay tender longer. There is no sharp flavor left behind, just a gentle richness that supports the texture. This substitution feels intuitive. Plant softness standing in for animal fat. A quiet example of how nourishment can shift without losing comfort. The flavor of avocado is very mild. It isn't sweet. It isn't salty. Instead, it carries a subtle nuttiness with hints of fresh grass and pistachio. This neutrality allows it to blend easily with other foods. Avocado doesn't dominate a dish. It listens. It supports. In a busy kitchen, its calm flavor creates space rather than noise. Baking an avocado with an egg creates a warm, grounding meal. The heat softens the flesh even more, while the egg sets gently in the center. There's a sense of completeness in this pairing. Protein and fat, softness and structure. It's a simple dish often eaten slowly. Something about the warmth feels reassuring, like a quiet breakfast on a morning that doesn't need to hurry. Avocado oil has a very high smoke point reaching up to 520 degrees Fahrenheit. This makes it stable for high heat cooking. Unlike many oils, it doesn't break down easily. There is less bitterness, less harshness. In the kitchen, this stability matters. It allows cooking to remain calm even under heat without producing stress for the food or the body. When blended into smoothies, avocado creates a thick, creamy texture without the need for cream or condensed milk. It smooths sharp edges. It rounds flavors. Fruits become softer. Greens become gentler. The result feels nourishing rather than indulgent. This is why avocado often appears in calming drinks. It doesn't overwhelm. It simply holds everything together quietly, supporting each ingredient. Hass avocados change color as they ripen. Their skin darkens from green to deep purple-black. This visual cue helps guide touch. Color and softness work together. Unlike many fruits, ripeness here is not about brightness. It's about depth. A darker surface hiding something soft beneath, waiting patiently to be discovered. Some avocado varieties like Fuerte remain green even when ripe. Their softness must be felt, not seen. This requires attention, a gentle press. It's a reminder that not all readiness looks obvious. Some things ripen quietly without visible change. The avocado teaches this lesson over and over. Trust your sense of touch. Trust subtle signals. Scooping a ripe avocado from its skin with a spoon can feel deeply satisfying. The flesh releases cleanly, almost effortlessly. There's no resistance, no struggle. This small action often brings unexpected pleasure. A smooth curve, a complete motion. Simple kitchen moments like this ground the body in the present, offering calm through texture and movement alone. Avocados can be frozen for later use. Their texture changes slightly after thawing, becoming softer and more delicate. While they may not slice as cleanly, they still blend beautifully. This adaptability is part of their nature. Even after transformation, the avocado remains useful, nourishing, It adjusts without losing its essence. In Brazil, avocado is often enjoyed as a sweet dessert. Mashed with sugar and a touch of lime, it becomes smooth and comforting. This may surprise some people, but it works. The fruit's neutrality allows it to move between savory and sweet. Avocado doesn't insist on one role. It flows easily, adapting to culture, taste, and mood. Avocados are rich in oleic acid, a type of monounsaturated fat known for supporting heart health. This fat is gentle on the body. It moves slowly through digestion, providing steady energy. Oleic acid doesn't spike the system, it soothes it. That's one reason avocados feel grounding. They don't stimulate, they stabilize. Inside the body, this fat works quietly, supporting balance without calling attention to itself. The fat found in avocados is similar to the fat found in olive oil. This type of fat is a foundation of the Mediterranean diet, often linked to longevity and calm cardiovascular function. Rather than overwhelming the body, it supports slow, steady nourishment. This similarity helps explain why avocado feels familiar to so many cultures. Its chemistry aligns with patterns of eating that value ease over excess. A single avocado contains around 9 grams of dietary fiber. Fiber moves gently through the digestive system, supporting rhythm and regularity. It slows digestion and encourages fullness. This creates a sense of calm in the gut. When digestion feels steady, the nervous system often follows. Avocado's fiber doesn't rush the body. It creates space for digestion to happen at its own pace. Avocados contain more potassium than bananas. Potassium helps balance fluids and supports muscle relaxation. When potassium levels are steady, the body releases tension more easily. Muscles soften. Signals slow down. This mineral plays a quiet role in calming the system. It works behind the scenes, helping the body let go of tightness, one subtle adjustment at a time. High potassium intake is associated with lower blood pressure. When pressure decreases, the body receives a signal that it is safe to relax. Heart rate steadies. Breathing deepens. This shift often goes unnoticed, but its effects are felt. Avocados support this transition without force. They don't push the body into calm. They invite it, gently encouraging a quieter internal rhythm. Avocados contain lutein and zeaxanthin, 2 antioxidants that support eye health. These compounds help filter harsh blue light from screens and artificial sources. Over time, this protection reduces strain. The eyes soften. The nervous system follows. Because vision and brain activity are closely connected, supporting the eyes often creates a ripple effect, leading toward deeper rest. The fats in avocado help the body absorb fat-soluble vitamins like A, D, E, and K. Without enough fat, these nutrients pass through unused. Avocado acts as a carrier, a quiet helper. It doesn't add noise, it adds efficiency. By supporting absorption, it allows other foods to nourish more deeply. Sometimes chemistry works best when one ingredient simply helps another be fully received. When carrots are eaten with avocado, the absorption of beta-carotene can increase several times. This isn't about adding more food. It's about combination. Fat opens the door for nutrients to enter. Avocado provides that doorway. This interaction shows how foods communicate inside the body. Nothing acts alone. Balance emerges from blending, not from isolation. Avocados are rich in folate, also known as vitamin B9. Folate plays a key role in DNA synthesis and cell repair. These processes happen constantly, even while you rest. At night, the body uses folate to quietly restore itself. Avocado supports this work without demanding energy. It offers the raw materials, then steps aside, allowing repair to unfold naturally. Vitamin E found in avocados acts as a powerful antioxidant. It protects cell membranes from oxidative stress. This protection keeps cells flexible, responsive, and resilient. When cells are less stressed, the body feels lighter. There is less internal friction. Avocado doesn't block stress entirely. It cushions the body against it, softening the impact and preserving calm from the inside out. Avocados contain glutathione, a powerful compound that supports the liver's natural detox processes. The liver works quietly, especially at night, filtering and restoring balance. Glutathione helps this process move smoothly without strain. It doesn't force cleansing, it supports it. This gentle assistance allows the body to let go of what it no longer needs, while keeping energy soft and steady. Avocados are naturally low in sugar. Half an avocado contains only a trace amount of natural sugar. This prevents sudden spikes in blood glucose. Instead of excitement, the body experiences stability. Energy remains calm. Mood stays even. For the nervous system, this consistency matters. Avocado doesn't stimulate cravings. It quiets them, creating a sense of enoughness that lingers gently. Avocados contain magnesium, a mineral closely linked to relaxation and sleep quality. Magnesium helps muscles release tension and signals the nervous system to slow down. It plays a role in preparing the body for rest. When magnesium levels are supported, falling asleep often feels easier. Avocado offers this mineral without intensity, a calm invitation to unwind. Magnesium also activates the parasympathetic nervous system, the part responsible for rest and recovery. This system lowers heart rate, slows breathing, and encourages digestion. It's often called the rest and digest response. Avocado supports this shift subtly. No sudden change, just a gentle turning inward towards stillness and repair. Avocados contain beta-sitosterol, a plant compound that supports healthy cholesterol levels. This compound helps balance the ratio between different types of fats in the bloodstream. When balance improves, the cardiovascular system experiences less strain. The heart works more easily. Avocado's chemistry doesn't push extremes. It guides the body back toward equilibrium slowly and quietly. Many compounds in avocado have anti-inflammatory properties. They help reduce low-grade inflammation throughout the body. Inflammation often feels like background noise, subtle discomfort, unexplained tension. By easing this state, avocado creates space for comfort, less irritation, more ease. The body responds by softening both physically and mentally. Vitamin K found in avocados supports bone health. It helps regulate calcium, ensuring it reaches the right places. Bones remain strong yet flexible. This process happens silently, without sensation. Avocado doesn't announce its support. It simply provides what's needed. Strength doesn't always feel hard. Sometimes it feels quiet, stable beneath the surface. Avocados also provide vitamin C, essential for collagen production and tissue repair. Collagen supports skin joints and connective tissue. At night, the body uses vitamin C to rebuild gently. Avocado contributes to this process without stimulating alertness. It nourishes repair while allowing rest, working with the body's natural nighttime rhythm. The B vitamins in avocado help convert food into steady energy. This prevents sharp rises and sudden drops. Energy becomes smooth, even. For the brain, this stability feels reassuring. There's less urgency, less mental noise. Avocado supports focus during the day and calm in the evening by keeping energy predictable and kind. Cold-pressed avocado oil retains most of the fruit's natural nutrients. Because it is minimally processed, its structure remains intact. This preserves the balance between fats, antioxidants, and vitamins. The oil feels clean, soft, and supportive. Like the fruit itself, it doesn't overwhelm. It blends quietly into meals, offering nourishment without demanding attention. An avocado tree takes time to begin producing fruit. From planting a seed, it often takes 3 to 5 years before the first harvest appears. During this period, the tree focuses on roots, structure, and balance. There is no visible reward yet, just quiet growth underground. This long beginning reminds us that nourishment often requires patience, long before results can be seen or tasted. Avocados do not ripen on the tree. Instead, the tree holds them in a suspended state, keeping them fresh for months. Only after being picked does the ripening process begin. This makes the tree a kind of natural storage system. It waits. It protects. Ripeness is not rushed. It arrives only when the fruit is ready to continue its journey away from where it began. Farmers harvest avocados only when the oil content inside the fruit reaches a specific level. Size alone isn't enough. Color isn't enough. The decision is based on what's happening inside. This careful timing ensures proper texture and flavor. The process reflects attentiveness, listening rather than forcing. The avocado is chosen not when it looks ready, but when it truly is. After harvest, avocados must be transported under controlled temperatures. Too warm, and they soften too quickly. Too cold, and their texture suffers. Balance is essential. This journey requires care monitoring and adjustment. From orchard to table, the avocado is protected every step of the way. Its softness is preserved through attention, not speed. Before reaching stores, avocados are washed, sorted by size, and carefully packed. This prevents bruising and internal damage. Even a small impact can affect the flesh inside. The outside may look fine while the interior changes. This process mirrors how we often care for ourselves. Protection matters. Gentle handling matters, especially for things that are soft within. Avocados with small surface marks often remain perfectly fresh inside. The skin may show minor scratches, but the flesh stays intact. This contrast feels reassuring. Not every imperfection signals damage. Sometimes what looks flawed is still deeply nourishing. The avocado reminds us that softness can survive contact and remain whole beneath the surface. Eating half an avocado at lunch can help reduce afternoon cravings. The combination of fat and fiber creates lasting fullness. Energy stays steady. Focus remains calm. This prevents the cycle of sharp hunger and sudden snacking. Rather than pushing energy higher, avocado supports consistency. A gentle meal can shape the rest of the day without effort or force. Using avocado as a face mask is a long-standing beauty ritual. Its natural oils deeply moisturize dry skin. The texture feels cool and soothing when applied. There is no sting, no tension, just quiet nourishment absorbing slowly. This ritual reflects the avocado's versatility. It feeds from the inside and comforts from the outside in the same gentle way. Avocado oil absorbs quickly into the skin without clogging pores. It leaves no heavy residue, only softness. Because of this, it's often used in massage and skin care. The oil allows hands to glide, muscles to release, and breathing to slow. Touch becomes intentional. The avocado extends its calm beyond the plate into moments of rest and care. Mashed avocado is often one of the first foods introduced to babies. Its softness requires no chewing. Its nutrients are gentle. There is no sharp taste, no irritation. It's a quiet beginning. This early introduction reflects trust in the fruit's nature. From the very start of life, avocado offers nourishment without challenge, supporting growth in the calmest way possible. Choosing an avocado at the market can become a small mindfulness practice. You pause. You observe the color. You press gently with your thumb. There is no rush, no loud decision, just a moment of attention. This simple act brings you back into the body. Touch replaces thought. Sensation replaces planning. For a few seconds, you are fully present, standing quietly with a piece of fruit in your hand. If you buy an avocado that isn't ripe yet, waiting becomes part of the experience. There's nothing to fix, nothing to speed up. You simply place it somewhere safe and allow time to pass. Each day, you check again. This waiting teaches patience in a very gentle way. Nature sets the pace. You follow. Ripeness arrives only when it's ready, not when you demand it. Once cut, an avocado can be stored in the refrigerator if the pit is left inside and the flesh is tightly wrapped. The pit protects the center. The covering limits air. Together, they slow change. This method reflects a larger truth. Preservation often comes from keeping what matters close and limiting exposure. Soft things last longer when they are protected with intention. Growing an avocado seed in water is a quiet experiment in life. You suspend the seed. You wait. At first, nothing seems to happen. Then slowly roots appear. A crack forms. Growth reveals itself without urgency. Watching this process can feel grounding. It reminds you that life unfolds invisibly long before it becomes visible, and that patience is part of every beginning. Avocado roots are sensitive. They require loose soil and proper drainage to thrive. Too much water can overwhelm them. Too little and they dry out. Balance is essential. This sensitivity mirrors the needs of many living systems. Support must be steady, not extreme. Avocado roots grow best when conditions feel safe, neither flooded nor neglected. In some regions of Mexico, dried avocado leaves are used as seasoning. They add subtle notes of anise and nutty warmth to dishes. Even parts of the plant that are often overlooked carry value. Nothing is wasted. This practice reflects a deeper respect for food. Every element has a role. Every part contributes. The avocado offers nourishment beyond the fruit itself, extending generosity in quiet ways. Avocado trees require a significant amount of water to grow healthy fruit. This need highlights the importance of water in food systems. Each avocado carries the memory of rainfall and care. Understanding this encourages awareness. Consumption becomes conscious. The avocado gently reminds us that nourishment depends on shared resources and that balance begins long before food reaches the plate. Because avocados grow in different regions at different times, they are available year-round. Harvest seasons overlap, creating continuity. This steady availability feels comforting. There is no sudden absence, no sharp ending. Nature organizes supply through diversity. Avocado's journey teaches that consistency does not require uniformity, only cooperation across places and seasons. Avocado toast has become a symbol of modern, mindful living. Simple ingredients, minimal preparation. Bread provides structure. Avocado adds softness. Together they create balance. This dish reflects a shift toward slower mornings and intentional meals. Eating becomes a pause, not a task. Even a small plate can represent care when prepared with presence. Preparing an avocado dish rarely requires complex cooking. Often there is no heat at all. You slice, you scoop, you assemble. Energy is conserved, both yours and the food's. This simplicity matters. Avocado meals feel gentle on tired days. They nourish without asking much in return, supporting the body when effort feels limited. The healthy fats in avocado help maintain moisture in the outer layers of the skin. This hydration creates a natural glow, often described as skin that looks rested. The effect is subtle, not shiny, not forced. Just a quiet softness that reflects balance from within. When skin is nourished properly, it holds water more easily and lets go of dryness without resistance. Vitamin C and E in avocado work together to protect the skin from environmental stress. They help reduce damage caused by sunlight and pollution. This protection happens at a cellular level, often without sensation. There is no immediate signal, just long-term care. Avocado doesn't fight the world aggressively. It cushions the body gently, helping the skin recover in its own time. Avocados contain biotin, a nutrient essential for healthy hair and nails. Biotin supports strength and flexibility. Hair breaks less easily. Nails grow steadier. These changes happen slowly, almost invisibly. There is no sudden transformation. Instead, the body receives consistent support. Avocado reminds us that beauty often comes from steady nourishment, not urgency or excess. Healthy fats are essential for the brain to produce hormones associated with well-being. These fats support communication between brain cells. Signals move smoothly. Reactions soften. Without enough fat, the brain feels strained. Avocado provides what the brain needs to stay flexible. It doesn't overstimulate. It stabilizes, allowing the mind to feel supported rather than pressured. Eating avocado helps stabilize blood sugar levels. This prevents sudden drops that can trigger irritability or fatigue. Mood stays more even. Energy remains calm. When blood sugar is stable, the nervous system feels safer. There is less urgency, less internal noise. Avocado supports this balance without sweetness, without spikes. It creates steadiness, a quiet foundation for emotional ease. The lasting fullness from avocado helps reduce food-related distraction. When hunger fades gently, the mind settles. Thoughts stop circling around what to eat next. Attention becomes available for rest. This sense of enoughness is deeply calming. Avocado doesn't demand focus, it frees it. By nourishing the body fully, it allows the mind to release one more layer of tension and drift toward stillness. Antioxidants in avocado help reduce oxidative stress in the brain. Oxidative stress acts like background static, interfering with clarity and rest. When it decreases, mental noise softens. The brain ages more slowly. Recovery becomes easier. Avocado supports this process without intensity. It offers protection rather than stimulation, helping the mind remain clear, calm, and quietly resilient. Well-hydrated skin tends to show fewer fine lines. Moisture allows the skin to remain flexible. This flexibility reflects internal health. Avocado supports hydration from within, rather than masking dryness from the outside. The result feels natural. Skin that rests well often looks rested. Avocado encourages this reflection, a gentle reminder that care shows itself over time. Avocado supports the production of serotonin, a neurotransmitter linked to mood regulation and sleep. Serotonin helps signal when it's time to slow down. It prepares the body for rest. Avocado doesn't induce sleep. It supports the conditions that make sleep possible. This distinction matters. Rest arrives when the body feels safe, and avocado helps create that sense of calm readiness. Folate in avocado helps reduce the risk of low mood by preventing the buildup of homocysteine. Excess homocysteine can interfere with blood flow to the brain. When circulation improves, the brain relaxes. Thoughts move more smoothly. Avocado supports this balance quietly. It doesn't correct forcefully. It adjusts gently, helping the mind settle into a state that welcomes rest. When homocysteine levels are balanced, blood and nutrients flow more easily to the brain. This improved circulation supports mental clarity and relaxation. There is less resistance, less strain. The brain doesn't need to work as hard. Avocado contributes to this balance quietly. By supporting internal flow, it allows thoughts to slow down naturally, making space for rest to arrive without effort. The soft texture of avocado has a calming effect when eaten. There is no crunch, no sharp bite. Chewing becomes minimal. Movement becomes gentle. For tired days, this softness matters. The nervous system responds to texture as much as taste. Avocado doesn't stimulate alertness. It soothes through sensation, making it an ideal food when the body needs comfort more than excitement. Avocado oil can be used to massage the body. Its smooth consistency allows hands to glide without friction. Muscles warm. Tension releases. The skin absorbs the oil, slowly leaving a soft finish. Massage becomes unhurried. This physical ritual signals safety to the body, helping the nervous system shift out of effort and into rest. The gentle scent of avocado blossoms has been used in some aromatherapy practices. The aroma is subtle, green, barely sweet. It doesn't overwhelm the senses. It invites calm. Smell has a direct path to the brain's emotional center. Even faint fragrances can influence mood. Avocado's presence is quiet here as well, supporting relaxation without demanding attention. Eating avocado as part of a light evening meal helps digestion remain calm through the night. Heavy foods require effort. Avocado offers nourishment without strain. Digestion continues smoothly without pulling energy away from rest. This balance supports deeper sleep. When the body isn't busy digesting, it can focus on recovery and allow the mind to drift more easily into stillness. Avocado fits naturally into ketogenic style eating, where the brain uses fat for fuel. This fuel burns steadily, without sharp rises, without sudden drops. The brain receives a calm, consistent supply of energy. Mental clarity improves. Anxiety softens. Avocado supports this process without extremes, offering the brain what it needs to remain stable, focused, and at ease. The balanced nutrients in avocado support the body's ability to repair tissue during sleep. At night, cells rebuild quietly, muscles recover, skin renews. Avocado provides the building blocks for this work. There is no sensation, no awareness. Repair happens in silence, guided by nourishment received earlier and carried gently into rest. Skin nourished by avocado often looks brighter the following morning. Not dramatically, just rested. Hydration holds. Tone appears even. This change reflects what happened overnight. When the body receives adequate nourishment, repair feels effortless. Avocado supports this cycle, working while you sleep, so the morning feels softer, lighter, and more at ease. Avocado reminds us that fat is not an enemy. It is a source of comfort, of warmth, of stability. Healthy fat supports hormones, brain function, and emotional balance. When fear around food fades, the body relaxes. Avocado gently reshapes this relationship, teaching that nourishment can feel safe, kind, and deeply soothing. A single green avocado is a quiet promise from nature, a promise of softness, of balance, of rest. It asks nothing from you, no urgency, no effort. It simply offers steady nourishment and calm support. In its own way, the avocado whispers that taking care of yourself doesn't have to be complicated. It can be gentle, slow, and enough. We've just moved through the gentle layers of avocado, from sun-warmed orchards to the quiet chemistry inside your body. Along the way, we learned how healthy fats support the brain, how nutrients protect the skin, and how balance begins from within. Avocado reminds us that comfort can be intelligent, that softness can be strong. If your body feels more relaxed now, or your thoughts feel smoother, you're welcome to like this video and subscribe to the channel. And if someone you care about needs rest, nourishment, or a calmer start to the day, you can share this journey with them. For now, let yourself sink into rest. Sleep well, and let calm settle gently around you.